Good morning, everyone. Today we are starting with a new chapter of geography, chapter number 19, Mineral and Power Resources. Today we are going to study about the minerals, their characteristics, and their properties. Okay, so let's begin with the class.
Minerals constitute one of the most valuable natural resources. They include all materials derived from the earth by mining. Children, minerals are the most valuable and the precious natural resource. Why natural resource? Because the materials, all the materials which are included in the minerals are derived. We get from the earth by mining. Okay, and we the human beings are not using minerals from the present time. We are using it since the prehistoric times. Okay, thus, the first stage is known as Stone Age because in that period of time, people use stone tools, stone utensils, or we can say stone machinery as well. Then the first mineral, which was the first metal, sorry, which was discovered was copper, and that period is marked as Copper Age. After the Copper Age came the Bronze Age and later the Iron Age. Okay, now the next topic is what are minerals? Minerals are natural chemical compounds found in rocks and ores. So the minerals are naturally made through natural chemicals, okay, and they are found in rocks and ores. Now they are uniform in composition and structure, means they are made up of similar chemical composition. Okay, the composition of iron will never going to change. The chemical composition and the structure of copper or bauxite will never going to change. It will remain same. Now the resources which are obtained from the rocks and under the ground are known as mineral resources. So the resources which we get from the rocks and from under the ground are known as mineral resources. Okay, so now the minerals are divided into two groups on the basis of its origin. The first one is organic in origin, like coal or petroleum. Okay, they are uh, they are natural mineral in their origin form, organic. Then we have organic minerals which are both metallic and non-metallic. Okay, now the next we are going to study about the characteristics and the properties of the minerals. Firstly, the characteristics, chemical composition. Every mineral have specific chemical composition. Then crystalline structure occur in a solid state as a simple substance or natural compound. आपको minerals solid state में ही मिलेंगे. Then homogeneous means similar. So they have similar composition and properties and may consist of one or more than one element. Okay, then the physical properties, color. They had they have different colors. Okay, like coal is black or brown. Quartz maybe quartz is also stone. It is maybe red, black, pink, or purple. Hardness. Some minerals are hard as diamond, and some are as soft as talc. Talc is again a mineral. It is a very soft mineral which is also used to talc or soap. Okay. Then the solubility, how much it can be dissolved in water. So like common salt, gypsum, and potash salts are soluble in water, but quartz is not soluble in water. Okay. Now the next one is where we found minerals. So minerals found in different types of rocks, in igneous rocks, in metamorphic rocks, and in sedimentary rocks. So minerals are extracted in their raw or natural state from deep level of the earth are known as mineral ores. So deep level of the earth से ये minerals को raw और natural state में extract किया जाता है. Okay. Now see, here is a picture where we can see the minerals and the rocks. Okay. Now The igneous rocks, that is a granite, from which we get quartz. Okay, then we have sedimentary, the sandstone. From here we get feldspars, that is orthoclase or paligoclase. Then the last one is metamorphic, that is genesis. Example of metamorphic is from which we get muscovite and biotite, that is micas. Okay, so these are the different types of minerals we get from different types of rocks, that is igneous, metamorphic and sedimentary rocks. Okay, now the next is the classification of minerals. Now the minerals are classified into three: metallic, non-metallic and energy minerals. That is your power minerals, from where we get the power. Now in the metallic has three categories we can say. Ferrous, which contains iron, जो rust जिनमें rust लग सकता है, that is more prone to rusting. So they are ferrous. Example iron ore, manganese, nickel, cobalt and etc. Then we have non-ferrous, which does not contain iron. Okay, example copper, lead, tin, bauxite. Then we have precious metals like your gold, silver and platinum. Now the second type of mineral is non-metallic minerals like your mica, salt, potash, sulfur, granite, limestone, marble, sandstone. Okay, now the energy minerals through which we get the power like your coal, petroleum and natural gas. Okay, so children, I hope this is clear to you. If you still find any problem, please do ask me. One more thing, read the chapter very carefully. Okay, now time for your homework. Today in your homework, firstly you have to do the key terms which are on page number 170. Then question number 3 of exercise C. How are minerals classified on the basis of their origin? Answer is classification on the basis of origin. Number 1, organic mineral in origin like coal or petroleum. Number 2, inorganic mineral are both metallic and non-metallic. Now after this, question number 2 of exercise D. How are minerals useful to us? Answer is minerals are also known as metals and are backbone of mankind. Now number 1, some are used to manufacture expensive jewelry. Number 2, many other minerals used to produce and manufacture different objects and substances for domestic and industrial use. Now the next exercise is exercise E, distinguish between. Second number, metallic and non-metallic ore. Firstly, the metallic minerals. Point number 1, minerals containing metals are metallic ore. Number 2, they show luster. Number 3, associated with igneous and metamorphic rocks. Number 4 is your example copper, iron ore and tin. Then the non-metallic ore, number 1, they don't have metals. Number 2, do not show luster. Luster means shine. Number 3, associated with sedimentary rocks. Number 4, again the examples like salt, gypsum and potash. Children, one more thing, please keep this thing in mind when you will do the distinguish between. Your points should come in similar numbers in both the sides. Like here, 1 is in front of 1 and 2 is in front of 2. If you are using 2 line and point and in another, if the point is coming in one line, then leave the one extra line so that the second point can come in the similar lines. Okay, now the next distinguish between is number 5, organic and inorganic origin. Firstly, the organic origin, number 1, usually do not dissolve in water. Number 2, are inflammable, catch fire easily. Example, coal and petroleum. Inorganic, usually dissolve in water, are non-inflammable, do not burn easily. Example, metals and non-metals. So, children, that's all for today. And please do your work in a very neat writing and read the chapter. If you find any problem, please do ask me. Okay? So, thank you.